We are here with our guest, Dariel. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling?
I'm all good. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday.
For sure, for sure.
That Hulk Hogan outside, man.
For sure. Thank you for coming through in this weather, no doubt.
No problem.
Man, cars ain't starting this morning. It's so cold outside, man. Where you from?
I'm actually from Chicago. I lived in Chicago till I was about 6. Then I moved to Hammond, Indiana, the region, about 5 minutes away from Gary. And then I've been living out there for a while. I was actually in Indianapolis for a couple years because of college, and then moved to Bloomington, Indiana. So I've been all over.
Okay, you rock with Indiana.
I'm like, it wasn't really my choice.
Love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship, yeah. Chicago definitely home, though.
But you spent majority of your upbringing in Indiana. So
Yeah.
what was that like?
It was cool. I feel like being in a region is a lot different than being in Indiana. Because when I moved out to like Bloomington, Indiana, by Indiana University, like people are way different. They even talk kind of different out there. Like, so I feel like the region being like close to Gary and stuff, like it's still, you still got that city feel. Like it's still kind of the same. Most of my friends live in Chicago.
Hammond ain't too far from the city too.
Yeah, it was about a 27-minute drive here. So.
For sure that.
Yeah, I'm in Hammond and Gary all the time, man. But one thing I could say about Gary that I've experienced multiple times is Gary seems like an unreal place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because GPS will send you down a road and it'll be blocked off. Like, damn, GPS, at least you got to know Gary better than I do.
For real. It seemed like a ghost town. It's like, people like, how does there so many people living there? I don't ever see nobody. I'm like, man, it's stuff going on out there, though.
Yeah. So what are some fun things that you did on growing up?
Definitely play basketball. I was big in hooping. I was in AAU travel basketball. So I did that a lot. I played softball too, sports, a lot of sports. Really just hanging out with friends. I feel like a lot of more kids were outside back in the day. Like nowadays, people just in the house on their tablets. Like people used to always come to my house every day. Hey, can Dariel come outside? Like we'd just be playing basketball, walking around, riding bikes. I don't really see nobody outside no more. So I don't know. People make friends off social, I guess.
Ride bikes or nothing, man. I
Right.
remember we used to have a little meetup spot because we ain't have phones at that
Right.
time. You know what I'm saying? We had to at least communicate this the day before on where we was meeting at, you know.
For real.
And oh man, those was the times, man. I was telling my little cousin, man, she called me old all the time. I'm like, man, no matter how old I am, we was outside, man.
It was fun. Right. I'm like, where are the basketball hoops? Like just in the driveways. Like people don't even got them up no more. I'm like, what the heck?
Nowadays, you drive past a park district. Some of the parks don't even have rims,
Yep.
and the excuse for that is people are getting killed on the court, which is like, come on, man. From my understanding, I think there's still a common understanding. Basketball brings sides together, no matter how much beef is going on. Like the basketball court is where it died at. You know what I'm saying? Next week it'll turn back up, but for now, basketball always united communities where I was from.
Exactly. I mean, stuff gonna happen regardless, but I feel like now you take away basketball, you just setting stuff up to happen because people don't even got nothing to do. Because it was a basketball park right across from my grandma's house, and I guess a kid was stabbed there, like after a basketball game, a fight or something. But that was one time, and then they took the whole thing down. There's no more basketball court, and I'm like, you can't ruin it for everybody just because of one incident, because that could have happened at a store. I mean,
I hate to say that it's like strategically done because I don't never want to think that much thought is put into like corrupting some shit. But like you say, one person got hurt and now nobody can play on this court. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bullshit.
Strategic. It seems like it. Like they building new parks and putting skate parks, but not basketball hoops. It's like y'all want a certain type of people to come to this park because who skates, you know?
It's a skate park in Hammond right down the street from me. I'd never seen a skate park before that. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
talking
shit.
about the one I'm talking about because there's no basketball hoop. It's just a skate park.
I know. I might need to walk over there one day. It's right by Family Dollar. So, okay, we talking about the same one then. Yeah. As soon as you
where my grandma lived
down the street from the Luke's.
Yep, that's where they took the basketball park down where somebody got stabbed.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause I done actually walked that path once I dropped my car off at the car shop. Cause I still live in Chicago. You feel me? So I'm probably like a 2-minute drive from right there. You know what I'm saying? But like a 20-minute walk. And even when I walk the neighborhood, like I never see nobody in it. I think I seen people in that skate park probably twice.
Right. Yeah, it's never really anybody anymore. I mean, when I was younger, I seen a lot more people. I used to meet friends over there and stuff. But yeah, everybody's really put up now.
How long was you hooping?
A long time. I started hooping at like 5. I was in a little league, Hessville Youth Hoops at 5, from 5 to 7 in that league. And then I played all the way up until senior year. I actually signed with a D2 college, Calumet College of St. Joseph in Whiting, Indiana, but I didn't end up going through with it. I signed and everything, and I ended up changing my mind like real last minute and ended up going to Indiana University.
Did you hoop there?
I didn't. I tried out. I was actually going to be a walk-on, and then I sprained my hamstring. So I'm like, forget it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
What did you major in at Indiana?
I majored in sociology and political science.
For sure. How was your experience with those majors?
It was. I really liked it. I actually first went in trying to do sports journalism because I really like basketball. So I wanted to stay in that realm. But then when I took my sociology class and it was kind of waking me up to certain things that I feel like I wasn't taking as important. I'm like, wow, this stuff is really eye-opening and stuff. So then I changed my major to sociology and just kind of been with it ever since.
That's definitely an interesting major to have. Have you done any works with it since you've been out of school?
Yeah, actually, I'm in my master's program right now. I'm getting my master's online right now.
For sure, that's dope.
I've been working with autistic children, so that's what I've been doing right now, doing therapy with them.
For sure, shout out to you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Was that a passion that you would say you had since you was a kid, or is that was something that you grew into?
I would say helping people has always been a big passion of mine. Like not necessarily autistic kids, because that was just kind of something that found me. When I was in high school, I was actually an aide for a special needs class. So I've always kind of helped out with the special needs and mental illness and stuff like that. I think it's really important. Those are the people who can't really advocate for themselves, so they need somebody like me to be there for them.
Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
Yes, sir. We checking back in with our guest Dariel. Now, you said you are a lover of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Old school and specific.
Most definitely.
And you came through with the Lean Back remix. You know what I'm saying? And we in a time where hip hop is viewed by people who don't even know what that's about. I'm talking about Lean Back. You know what I'm saying? That was when we was young. You know what I'm talking about? So how do
a lot of people don't even know that song. They think it's just my song. Like it's a remix.
Exactly. And how do you continue to stand for being kind of like that old school hip hop advocate in a time like that?
It's definitely hard. You really just got to stay true to you, and it's about finding that fan base. Because for a long time, I didn't think there was that fan base. Everybody, making drill music, and they just want to hear a certain type of thing. And I listen to certain music too, but I think it's just about finding that fan base and just keep on promoting it and not trying to do what everybody else is doing. Because if everybody just doing the same thing, I mean, eventually that's going to die down. That's going to get old, and they're going to go back because trends always come back. So I feel like they're going to want that to come back. And I've been seeing lately more lyricism and real hip hop coming back lately too. For
sure. I feel like it's going to be a strong emphasis this year on art, and people getting back to doing what they love. I feel like a lot of people starting to realize they were a bit too serious, which nothing wrong with taking your craft serious, but when you take it too serious, you kind of straining the fun out of yourself and you straining the fun out of what you do.
That's very true. Yeah, it definitely has to be fun. It can't feel like work all the time and you just stressed all the time. It's definitely got to be fun.
Because as soon as you focus on something like, hey, I'm trying to make this music, or I'm trying to make this art to monetize it and get some money, it's the love and the passion kind of seeping out of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes unintentionally, unconsciously.
I agree.
For sure. And I seen that you are active on TikTok platform. You got in your bio 15,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, followers. Yeah.
Yeah, followers. Okay. How do you resonate with the crowd like TikTok? Because I feel like TikTok is not. I don't feel like for one piece of content, it's a general audience. It's such a vast audience. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You can't never have that set demographic.
It's like you got to keep switching up your content, what you're doing, creating new trends all the time. Because that's what it is. TikTok, you competing with a lot because it's millions of people on there, and most of the time, people's attention span is so short nowadays. With short TikTok clips, people don't want to watch full music videos. So it's okay, how do I keep their attention with just short clips and short little skits and different things? I try to add a little comedy in there now and do different things because that's going to all help the artistry at this point.
For sure. That.
All right. When do you think the music bug hit you? I'll tell you when it hit me. It was my cousin. She said she had Mace Harlem World. This was on cassette. You feel me? And she put that thing in. So it was Mace Harlem world that was like, damn, this shit sound good. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, it was like, I don't care about music,
Right,
you know,
right.
and especially what was playing on the radio. So when do you think that music bug bit you?
I was definitely young. I was young. My parents put me onto a lot of good music. I'll say probably hearing India Ari. Probably hearing India Ari when I was like 7, 8, like real young. And I just really liked her message, the India Ari video. That was my favorite song when I was younger. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, you ain't got to be like everybody else. Like, I really like that song. And singing really like R&B music is what really made me love music first. It wasn't even rap. It was more like Mary J. Blige and like, yeah, people like that for the most part.
So when did you say, man, I actually want to make music?
So I always wrote songs, like even when I like at 12, like I wrote songs, but it was more like singing songs and stuff. And I wanted to be a songwriter for other people. Like I had in my head, like I want to write for Beyonce one day, stuff like that. And then I got into poetry in high school, and I started winning competitions, and people were like, you should try rapping because it's basically like poetry. So then I started rapping at like 16.
Who would you say is some of your favorite poets?
Ooh, I would say that's hard because I don't really look at a lot of poetry, honestly. Like I was just doing it, just writing what was on my mind. So I don't really look at a lot of poetry, honestly.
And so yourself then.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Do you still engage in poetry?
Sometimes it's a lot more vulnerable. So I feel like poetry actually it make me dig a little bit deeper. So I need to go back to it a little bit more.
So it can flow you out a little better too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Have you ever found yourself incorporating an old poem into a rap song?
Yeah, I've actually turned a couple old spoken words into raps and just added like words and made it into a rap. Yeah, I have. On one of my last projects, I actually put a spoken word on there.
All right, for all the people out there listening to you for the first time, like what will be some songs you push them to that they can go listen to right now?
I would definitely say go listen to Pep Talk. That's a real inspirational song. I've had people text me like, oh, this song gets me out of bed in the mornings. And that's really why I make music. I love making music to inspire other people. So Pep Talk is a good one. My number one stream song is Ecstasy, the one we just played. I don't know why they love that one, but they love that one. I'll say it's a lot of them out there, but I got a lot of new stuff coming though. A lot of new stuff they need to be on the lookout for.
All right, what is that moment like when somebody tell you like your song helps them get their day started? You know, what is that feeling like?
It feels good. That helps me get out of bed. Like honestly, when I see those messages, like it makes me feel so good, and I always respond to it. I know a lot of people don't show love to fans, but I always make sure I respond. I'm like, you just made my day, like because they don't even know little stuff like that really does make my day. Even if I take a week to respond, I always go back and look at it and make sure I tell them thank you because it makes me feel real good.
Man, that to me, that's like a growth hack. You know what I'm saying? Connecting with your fans. We had an artist up here, I want to say it was Ronnie Rage, and he said he actually goes out to dinner with his fans.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, that's raw as hell.
That is a hack right there. Oh, I like that.
To pull up in their city and go to dinner, or they invite him to the house and eat with the family. Like to me, I'd be a little, skeptical. Like I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But to have a level of connection with your fans where they can, communicate with you on a daily, just to check in, see how you doing. Happy birthday type shit like that creates somebody that's gonna spend some bread with
you. And you need them.
Because most of the times when you fan building or community building through your music, you kind of build an intangible product. You know what I'm saying? Especially so say if I discover your music, then I'm like, hey, I'm taking my time out of my day to support you, listen to you. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you as an artist bring it back to me, that's a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make me want to shop more, listen more, anything. But I got another question is Love Phases your most recent project?
Yeah, that's my most recent project. I was kind of trying something new with that one. It's my first R&B project that I released, and a lot of people, like I said, Ecstasy is my number one stream song. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try to keep going with this vibe. My favorite thing to do is definitely rap. I just like to spit. I like lyricals, but my R&B gets a lot of attention. So I'm like, I'm just keep going with it. So yeah, I dropped the R&B project.
For sure. Is your next project gonna be fully rap?
It's gonna be fully rap. My next project is actually gonna be big. I'm working with a big producer on this next one, so I'm excited.
How does it feel to level up, like from you know what I'm saying, from just doing things on your own to people actually reaching out to you saying like you're working with big producers and everything now?
It feels crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels really good. Like, it happens fast. A lot of times I'm like, is this real life? Like, just because some of the stuff that I've came across, or even like people that I've like been like around now, it's just like I wouldn't have expected certain things. So it's been eye opening too. And people in the industry crazy.
That's a good crazy, right? Nah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Now, a lot of people think they ready for their moment. You know, that big moment. Tomorrow, your life change.
Yep.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready. It definitely takes a strong mind. You got to have some heart for real, because I know life gonna change, like change. But yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, great answer. Now,
Thank you.
We had some technical difficulties with Lean Back, so I think it's only right that we get into it now that we done corrected my mistake. You know what I'm saying? But this is a classic Fat Joe record. So what inspired you to, you know what I'm saying, attack this beat?
Honestly, the beat sounds so crazy. It came on one day. I'm like, I gotta remix this. I remixed a lot of old school songs, but this is one of my favorite for sure.
Say less.
Since we on the topic of hip hop and everything, what's your top 5 hip hop artists all the time? I don't know if I've asked this, but
Ooh,
Put you right on the
put me on
spot.
the spot. I know. I'm like, man, this is
top
a
5.
hard
Let's
one.
get it.
Ooh. Okay, this is not gonna be in a specific order.
Yeah.
Don't. Ooh. Okay, don't be judging my list.
Are you straight?
Top 5 hip hop artists. Okay, Kanye West definitely going in there.
For sure.
I rock with the old Kanye heavy. I don't know what he doing right now, but it's okay. We're gonna keep praying for him. But definitely Kanye in there. I gotta put Reggie. I gotta put Redman in there.
Okay.
Tupac.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 more. Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Definitely the coldest metaphoric rapper to me. Okay, let's see. That's 4. Yeah, okay, we got Redman. We got Lil Wayne. Tupac. Kanye West. See, one more.
I might judge you off the one more.
I know, because there's a lot of options that you can say.
Yeah.
It's a lot of options left. Last one, I'm gonna have to go. I don't know. I can't say it. I was gonna say J. Cole, but I can't say it. I can't.
How come?
Because I rock with his old stuff too more than the new stuff, and I feel like you can't be in my top 5 if I don't rock with
you.
every single thing.
J. Cole been sliding though. His new stuff been sliding.
Yeah.
But I feel you though. I feel you.
You feel me though.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're
lately
saying.
he has been. He has been. Okay. I'll go ahead and put him in. I'll put him in there. That's
Yeah,
my
that's-
boy. J. Cole is my boy.
Damn, no Jay-Z. Damn.
I remember the first time.
I'm thinking about it, but
Yeah, that's definitely.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was even thinking about 50. Don't judge me on that one, but
Nah, he ain't
but-
judge all of them
50
through.
had his,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all of
50
them
took it
through.
and ran with it.
I remember
Yeah, like
the
he
first
really-
time. No, what you say?
No, I was gonna say he really made a big like impact on it.
For real. First time I heard Cole, it was a BET Awards, and Who That was playing, and they sent my mans to commercial break, like mid performance.
Oh wow.
For real. And it's
Oh,
crazy
wow.
to see, because I was kind of late to the party.
Love
That
that
was when he
song.
was coming for real. That's when he was coming mainstream. Then I went back and did my own work. But it's crazy to see how far he came. But everybody you named, though, ain't a bad 5. But the most surprising you said was Redman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the most I listened to Redman was that album, Muddy Waters. That album go crazy.
Yeah, it does.
To this
It does.
day, for sure.
I like him and Meth together though. So
For
I feel
sure,
like last
yeah.
time I say Redman, I'm talking about them both together though.
For
I
sure.
like Wu-Tang. I like them both together though.
I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast one day, and he said you can't not have Redman in your top 5. You feel me? Me
Period.
personally, I ain't never really listened to Redman either, but hey, I've never heard nobody disrespect Redman.
Yeah, he gets-
And
He go,
I
he
go
go.
back to the MTV Cribs episode where he had a regular ass
Man,
crib.
for
you
real.
know what I'm
And that's
saying?
how he is for real.
I was confused in the mug. I'm like,
Hey.
hold on.
My pop showed me that episode.
Hey man, I loved it because growing up, you later found out that a lot of people was renting these cribs. They wasn't even their
Yeah,
cribs,
not
you know what I'm
even
saying?
house.
Just come over for the day and we going back to our regular
Right,
crib.
acting.
So for him to be like, bro, I'm gonna get the people, me and y'all gonna have to shoot this episode because he forced them to shoot that shit. They was like, nah, bro, we ain't doing this.
This my career.
Right, fact. Shout out to Red Man. Shout out to Method Man.
Most def.
All right, now we in the new year 2024. You feel me? Are you big on New Year's resolutions?
Yeah. I try to take it serious.
What was a couple you set for yourself?
Let me see. Definitely drinking more water. Drinking more water.
No.
Getting more sleep. Cause there's lots of days where I'm just running off 2 hours of sleep and drinking coffee and stuff, and it's not healthy.
Man, you grinding
in school, working, doing music. Like I don't get a lot of time to sleep sometimes, because sometimes I'll even get mad at myself when I'm like sitting down just watching TV. I'm like, why am I just watching TV? I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. I need to be doing that. So I kind of made a resolution to just relax more. Like it's okay.
Absolutely.
How do you find time to balance all these things?
It's hard. A lot of multitasking. I multitask a lot. I've been at video shoots doing homework over there while he's setting stuff up. I'm over there doing homework on my phone. Like, I just make it work.
With everything going on, you haven't found yourself like lacking in certain areas? Because I watched somebody that worked overnights, went to school, and had kids, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you got going on.
You can't put your all into each one for sure. So definitely, I procrastinate with schoolwork a lot. Like my stuff's due on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my day. I'm usually knocking everything out on Tuesday. I don't do nothing else but just do all the homework. Like, so yeah, I shouldn't be procrastinating that much, because sometimes I have 20-page papers I got to do, and it's like, got one day to do this, but yeah.
So what's your expected graduation date?
In October 2024.
Okay, ready to knock
so
it
coming
out.
up.
That's why college wasn't for me, bro. Like 20-page paper, like I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5. Anything after that, you fucking
they
pushing.
Start getting crazy. I know. You got to just start making up stuff at that point.
Man, shout out to when I briefly went back to college. I went online, and I used to have problems responding to the discussions. Like, man, this shit's so fucking petty, bro. Like,
I hate that.
What's the point of this, man?
Yeah, they be like, you got to write 2 comments and write a question. What question do I have for you? I don't have a question.
Shit dumb as hell, man. But shout out to you for, you know what I'm saying, staying focused on your journey and your path, because, man, a lot of times, like, we look at it like, man, this shit gonna take too much time, but a lot of other people look at it like, man, the time gonna go by anyway. You know what I'm saying? Might as well do this shit.
Exactly. Got to work towards the future. Can't just think about tomorrow. Got to think about next year, year after that.
All right, this is one of my favorite questions to ask people. If you can go back and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Okay, that was really good. Definitely stop caring about other people's opinions so much. I feel like when I was younger, I used to care way too much about what other people thought. It used to get to me for real, like people talking about me or even like spreading stuff that's not true. I used to really let it get to me, and my mom would always be like, why do you care so much if it's not true? I'm like, cause people talking about it.
Believe it.
Yeah, people believe it's true, whether it's not. Like, it still would affect me so much. But like now growing up, like them people not doing nothing, and it shouldn't have affected me so much. I let it bring me down a lot. So, yeah.
Shout out to your mama. You feel me? Because as kids, you know, when our parents give us advice, we be like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. That is not helping me right now.
Like it was nuts. She be like, why do you even care? I'm like, man, all these people on social media talking about this. And
remember, school was some shit.
Mm-hmm.
School was shit.
Toxic.
Full of nasty kids. I always say high school was the worst thing to happen to self-development. You know what I'm saying? You grow different in elementary, you grow different in college, but in high school, that's why so many people like peak right there. You know what I'm saying? And they be stuck on those days forever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree. I think college is what really helped me actually like be comfortable with myself, because like high school was hard. Like it was hard. Everybody's in competition too. Like it was just weird. But then when I got to college, like you could just be yourself. Nobody really was judging you or worrying too much about, so everybody was pretty open. So I like that.
Real. For real. How do you balance? Because I know when you get through those days where you really trying not to care what people think or people say, yada yada yada. Especially like, and that's a lot of things too. I ain't gonna lie, in this social media era, we got features like you can turn comments off, limit comments and everything, but that's still a lot of something that gets a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still messes a lot of people up, like nasty things, even if it ain't said about you or somebody else. That's why you got so many people triggering off, responding to things that don't got nothing to do with them. But how do you balance those and keep those type of negative vibes away from you?
I kind of try to just expect it at this point, like not try to have a negative mindset, but kind of just, I've dealt with a lot of, I guess, negative things now that like I'm just more like, okay, I know what has the potential to be said, so I'm not really shocked. And it's more, I just laugh it off. A lot of times it's like
For real.
older like men commenting, talking crap to me on my stuff, and I'm like, wait, you got time to do this? Like,
For real.
so it's kind of just funny on their part that they even was stoop low like that.
My pops always say that's just how people live.
Yep.
So you gotta leave it at that.
Yep. That's a good way to think about it. Just
They ain't getting
can't change them.
For real.
How
They
it
ain't
is.
growing from that. So you gotta leave them be.
Period.
All right, thinking back on everything that you've accomplished, everything that you got going on currently, like what was one of the most memorable moments that you've had? You feel me, as a adult, kid, whatever,
Does it have to do with the music?
anything.
Anything? A memorable moment? Okay. I'll say, okay, this definitely has helped the music too. About 2 years ago now, I went and I performed in Ohio, and I remember, so where y'all even seen on my page, like where I'm doing the lean back remix, like with the hanging mic and everything. I had reached out to their platform to try to get featured on there, and it was way out of my budget. So I'm like, okay, like forget that. So I went and I performed in Ohio with this DJ who I'm cool with. I met in Indiana. And I guess Auntie House Live was actually in the crowd. So then they came up to me after and was like, man, I really, really like it. Y'all, you gonna still be here tomorrow? We want to have you on our platform for free. So I'm like, cool. And they didn't even remember that I hit them up before. So I was like, period. So that right there. And I've had a couple more opportunities like that where it's been like that, where I'm like, okay, like they found me. So I'm like, yeah. So that was really memorable.
Shout out to you for showing up, you feel me, and putting on, because
Thank you.
you had to do your thing for them to be like, hey, we want to do it for free. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing that they told you the budget. You know
And I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying?
yeah.
Do you think you got that X factor in you that make people reconsider like that when they see you in the
I
flesh?
do. Yeah, I do.
For sure. Everybody don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And the first step to having that, you gotta have that confidence,
Facts.
And you never know who out there watching you.
You're right.
For sure.
Shout out to you for putting on when the camera's on.
Thank you,
For
thank
real.
you, thank you.
All right, before we get out of here, tell the people how they can get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, find everything you got going on.
You can find me at _official Dariel. That is DARIEL. It's Dariel.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
For sure. Shout out, I guess, Dariel for coming through on this cold ass Sunday out there. You know what I'm
Break
saying?
out there, Paul.
For sure. But it's a blessing you made it through, and it was great to hear about your story. You know what I'm talking about? And these days and age, I love to see that transparency. Like you say, you on your master's program, and you still pushing the full-fledged career and balancing two different routes. You know what I'm saying? But like when these paths come together, you know what I'm saying? You in your career and sociology and everything you chasing after, and you got the music buzz, and like what's gonna be your deciding factor?
I
Are
guess
you
it's
gonna keep
just,
it with both?
I mean, honestly, music is definitely the plan A. Going to school, a lot of motivation behind that is having to make money to keep on going with the music, funding the music. So if the music pop off, then that's definitely where I'm going with it. And I hope to still help people though, and still, have the same mindset with what I'm trying to do with work, and still do that through the music though.
For sure. But hey, right now you got both. You know what I'm saying? And you might continue to have it. And it's always good to see that transparency, because it's people. Right. That same question I just asked you, it's people somewhere in their dorm room probably finna drop out next semester because they finna go full force on the music. You know what I'm saying? Or because they don't think it fit the aesthetic of them being the artist. You know what I'm talking about? But
I'm already on.
But the best aesthetic is to be yourself.
Yep, and the better you really, because you always gotta have a plan B, because it's not always gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
Exactly, and a lot of people hijack that authenticity and just give it up because it ain't what's the trending aesthetic. But like I say, the best one is to be yourself. Period. And just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And always step in the rooms. I seen something that say always step in the rooms like God sent you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I appreciate that.
For sure that. Make sure y'all follow Dariel. You got a release date on the project yet?
Not yet. A new single just came out though, MTIT, More Than It Takes, and that's on Apple, Spotify. So.
Let's get it. Go stream that. Make sure y'all follow her. Get in tune with her across social media platforms to stay connected with all the new content, new music, everything that's dropping. And we wish you the best of luck. I heard you say when you walked in, you want to you said something about a freestyle or something. You might as well go ahead and get in the ill style.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, you gotta just go ahead and we'll put you in the details. Go ahead and download that app, submit. But yeah, I think based off that lean back, you can you can get on that for sure. Yes, sir. And make sure y'all follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. Go ahead and follow Ill Sound Radio, ILLSOUND Radio. Make sure you get that iLLANOiZE Radio app. We stream music 24/7. Like I was just telling Dariel, we got them ill styles in. So submit for a chance to get on and come lay some bars down with iLLANOiZE Radio on them ill styles. You can also submit music through the website. Check out some new music. You know what I'm saying? We got so much going on the app. So make sure y'all get in tune. And I don't know if I even said follow me, Groove Nuke, but go ahead and follow me, Groove Nuke. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
Man, salute to you.
Let's get it.
You feel me? It's a lot of people out here acting like they got motion, act like they doing something. You feel me? You got motion. You doing something.
I appreciate that.
You feel me? I pray everything goes exactly how you want it to go. You feel me? And when you graduate, you gotta play somebody in the crowd gotta have a Bluetooth speaker and play your fucking song. Cause if I was there and I was your homie, I'm gonna act a fool for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there gotta do that for, because man, you like, that's not an easy path to take. You know what I'm saying? To work, to juggle your passion and be in school, man, that shit is a lot on anybody. You say you be going off 2 hours of sleep. When you said that, I'm like, that shit real.
Yeah.
So keep grinding, keep your head down. You know what I'm saying? The finish line is closer than you know. You feel well. I know you live it every day. You know what I'm saying? That shit right down the street. So man, the doors are always open whenever you want to do anything up here. If we can help in any type of way, we willing to help you. And just keep growing, keep grinding.
So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, man. We got one more song for you, man. Self-titled song. Go ahead, throw us out to that one.
Yeah, all right. This was called Dariel. This is an experimental one. I want to take it back. We talking about old school hip hop. I'm really on my Eve Queen Latifah vibe on this one. So this is some old school.
Ill Sound Radio, man. Till next week.
Signing out.